Welcome back into another episode of Hefe's World. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. We got the Raw review episode here. Raw kicked off with the video package from the Royal Rumble. And then Jey Uso was shown making his way through the crowd. His music hits. He makes his way down to the ring. He cuts an excellent promo. We even got to see a little tears from Jay in this promo as well. Gunther's music would eventually hit. He would make his way down to the ring, and they would have a way at words. Gunther would pretty much tell Jay that he should consider other options as far as who he picks with his Royal Rumble win. Um, Jay says that he will go to SmackDown, and no matter what, he walked out of Royal Rumble 2025 Royal Rumble winner, and he will walk out of WrestleMania as champion no matter who he picks. I still firmly believe he will be picking Gunther, but of course, WWE has to make their rounds for this and get the ratings up for both shows. So, with that being said, we'll see Jay this week on SmackDown. Um, After that, we had a replay of John Cena announcing himself into the Elimination Chamber and declaring himself to be a 17-time champion by the end of WrestleMania. He also says he looks forward to shaking the hand of the person that beats that record at for and gets 18 when that time comes. Um, Up next, we have Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser. Back from commercial break, Penta's music hits and he makes his way down to the ring. And then Ludwig Kaiser's music hits and he makes his way down to the ring. These guys have an excellent back and forth matchup that ends with Penta hitting a Penta driver. Um, After the match, Pete Dunne's music would hit and he would start to make his way down to the ring. And then Kaiser would attack Penta from behind. So it appears that these two guys may be in the works of possibly working together. I'm curious to see if they try and bring them into a stable with Gunther and reform Imperium in some fashion. So we'll see what happens with that. After that, Charlotte Flair's music would hit, and she would make her way down to the ring. She would cut an excellent promo about her Royal Rumble win. Rhea Ripley's music would eventually hit in the midst of her cutting this promo, and they would have a way with words going back and forth. Rhea would remind Charlotte that the last time they faced each other at WrestleMania, Rhea was the winner, and then Charlotte, of course, would return the favor and let her know that she beat her the first time they faced each other. And Charlotte also had then called her a kid. And Rhea says that it's very clear that you don't respect me, and I hope and pray that you pretty much pick me so I can beat the respect out of you. And then after that, we have a backstage segment with Sami Zayn. Um, and he's being asked about facing CM Punk for the first time. And making his way into the Elimination Chamber. After he does that, he walks away and he sees Jay Uso as Jackie's trying to ask him another question. Then he goes up to Jay and he congratulates Jay on the Royal Rumble win. And they have a little talk for a second. After that, Jay walks away and Sammy is approached by Karrion Kross. They have a way with words, and it seems like we are approaching a Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn feud eventually down the line. So we'll be looking into that. Um, After that, the New Day's music would hit. We have new entrance music from the New Day. They make their way down to the ring, and then we have a quick commercial break. Backstage, back from commercial, we have a backstage segment where Rhea walks by Io Sky, and Io basically tells Rhea that she is coming after the title. Io then walks away, and as she's walking away, she is attacked by Liv Morgan. After Liv Morgan walks away, Rhea comes back and checks on Io Sky. As she's doing that, Raquel Rodriguez would then attack um, Rhea Ripley. So we had a little backstage um, attack of two women, so we possibly will see a tag team match eventually somewhere down the line between all four of those women. Back to the ring though, Rey Mysterio's music hits, and him and Dragon Lee make their way down to the ring for a tag team match between the New Day. We have Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus the New Day. Great back and forth matchup. At some point during the match, Logan Paul's music would hit, and he would make his way down to the ringside area. Uh, these guys would continue the match for a little bit, but eventually Logan Paul would end up helping the New Day secure the victory here, um, and take home that win. So after that, we get a message from Michael Cole from the for the people at home. We learn that Roman Reigns is apparently out indefinitely. So who knows what he's doing? Maybe he's shooting another movie like John Cena, or who knows at this point. But hopefully Roman is back sooner rather than later because I'm not liking the schedules that these guys are working right now. But that is what it is. Backstage we have a segment with CM Punk. He is also asked about the match later tonight with Sami Zayn. And then back from commercial, we have Io Sky in the ring already. Then Liv Morgan's music hits. She would make her way down to the ring for the elimination chamber qualifying match. We had some outside interference during this match by, of course, Raquel Rodriguez, and then Rhea Ripley would eventually try and help Io Sky, but unfortunately, Rhea's help ended the match, and the match ended in DQ. Liv Morgan would eventually win this match by DQ, and she is making her way to the Elimination Chamber. Io Sky, after the match, she walked away very pissed off and upset. So I'm curious to see what direction she goes next. Backstage, we have a segment with the War Raiders. They are approached by the Alpha Academy after they were giving the props to JD for the match last week. Alpha Academy, it seems like Chad Gable is on his way to figure out some how to beat the Lucha Libres. As he leaves, though, he tells the rest of Alpha Academy that he wants them to win the tag team titles, and he wants Ivy Niles to win the Intercontinental title from Lyra Valkyria. So we'll see how long Chad Gable is gone, and if those guys are able to secure any gold while he's gone as well. After that, Seth Rollins' music would hit, and he makes his way down to the ring. Um, and then backstage before after a commercial break, we see Adam Pearce. He makes an announcement. AJ Styles has officially joined the Raw roster. So I'm curious to see what they have for AJ Styles on Raw and what's next for him. Braun Breaker during that segment shows up and he basically tells Adam Pearce to keep AJ Styles away from him. So we could possibly see an AJ Styles and Braun Breaker feud brewing down the line at some point. Um, but Braun Breaker tells Adam Pearce that he wants him to walk away with him to talk some business, so they walk away. Back into the ring area, we have Seth Rollins. He cuts a promo on CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and the Elimination Chamber match itself. He then calls out Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's music hits, and he makes his way down to the ring. He cuts a promo for Sami Zayn, firing him up to face CM Punk next. CM Punk's music would hit as Seth's making his way up the entrance ramp. They would cross paths and a little altercation would ensue as CM Punk is making his way down to the ring. And then CM Punk eventually gets into the ring. We have Sami Zayn versus CM Punk, an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, our main event. This this match is an excellent back and forth matchup between these two guys. The first time ever in WWE, we get to see these two guys wrestle each other. One hell of a match for sure. The match ended with a GTS by CM Punk, and Sami Zayn unfortunately is the loser. CM Punk has officially qualified for the men's Elimination Chamber match. After the match, hopefully you guys paid attention and did not turn away because after this match, CM Punk would go to shake Sami Zayn's hand. They would shake hands. CM Punk would then walk away. As Sami Zayn still has his back turned, he would be attacked by none other than Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens would attack Sami Zayn and hit a pile driver on Sami Zayn. So I'm very curious to see why Kevin Owens attacked him. I'm assuming it's because Kevin is going to blame Sami Zayn for his loss to Cody Rhodes, and they will possibly kick off a feud for WrestleMania. So be on the lookout for that. And be on the lookout for more. I will hit y'all with a SmackDown preview episode later on this week. So make sure you gotta hit that subscribe button down below. And just remember, this is Hefe's World, and you're just living in it.